My name is Catherine and welcome to my YouTube channel once again. Today I'm going to talk about the Kenya most famous tribes, their myths, their characteristics. That is how these tribes look like, how they behave. And I have a disclaimer. These are just the jokes that people, Kenyans themselves, make amongst themselves. Therefore, the visitors coming to Kenya don't take it so seriously, and the Kenyans don't take it so seriously either. But these are the myths. Some of them are true, some of them are just jokes that people make because of the characteristics of these people. First of all, just to let you know that there are 42 tribes in Kenya, but I'm just going to mention the famous ones. And these are the Kikuyus, the Kalenjins, the Luos, the Luyas, and the Maasais. The Kikuyus normally, this is the biggest tribe in Kenya, the Kikuyus. For those of you coming to visit Kenya, know that the Kikuyu is the largest tribe in Kenya. It covers 20% or more of the population of the whole country. So let's talk about the Kikuyus, their accents, what they love. Most of them are politicians, they're business people, and hence it has come to people's minds that Kikuyus love money. But actually, they're very good at making money, to be honest. And besides that, they say that most of the criminals are Kikuyus. But of course, what do you expect when a tribe is the biggest population in the country? Of course, in prisons, you'll find the majority. In the crimes, you'll find the majority because they're the biggest population. I'm not saying that in other tribes we don't have criminals. Yes, we have. But the Kikuyus are known for that because it's the biggest population, and that accounts to a lot of them in prison. It is said that if a woman has a problem with giving birth to a Kikuyu woman is struggling to give birth to a baby. The baby is not coming out. So what they do is just drop a coin, money, ding, ling, ling, and the baby will come out, whoop, because it's known that they love money. Kikuyus love money. Most Kikuyus are like light skins. Of course, we have darker skins of Kikuyus. They come from the central part of Kenya, and they fall into the group of Bantus. The Kikuyus have a very interesting accent. They find it very hard to pronounce the letter R, very hard for them to pronounce R and L. So for example, if you're going to say, if they're saying let us pray, as in pray to God, they will say let us play. Let us play. So if you're a foreigner coming to the country, when they tell us let us play, when they tell you let us play, don't run to the field. No, you're not going to play. You're going to pray to the Lord. And when they tell us to pray, when they tell you to pray, know that it's time to talk to the Lord. No, when they tell you to pray, they know that it's time to go to the field and play. So they have a problem with R and L. Let me give you an example. Please, 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 let us keep quiet when we are praying. Please. They are saying, please, let us keep quiet when we are asking God for help, or when we are talking to God. Let us keep quiet. Let us keep quiet when we are playing. Okay? So foreigners, when you're coming to Kenya, you can make noise when you're playing, no problem. What they meant is when you're praying, don't make noise, okay? The Kikuyus love a lot of, their favorite meal is called githeri. This is a mixture of beans and maize. But for a Kikuyu, if a meal does not have potatoes, eggs, that is not a meal, that's just something else. They call their meals madaganyo or something of the sort. A mixture of everything. Put in maize cob. Put in potatoes. If there's no potato, remember, it's not a meal. Put in potatoes. Put in everything. Liver, we call it matumbos, intestines. Put in. And they're very good in making something called modokoi. Modokoi. There is modokoi and there's mutura, intestines with blood. You know, in some concoctions in there, then they roast it. It's very nice. Kikuyus are very good in making that. Okay, so this is just some of the things about Kikuyus. They love business. We can say they love business. They love making money. You know, things like that. These are the Kikuyus. Love business, love making money. The biggest population of Kenya covers about 20% of the whole country. Then we come to the Kalenjins. Now, these are the runners. The runners, these are the long distance runners. You hear about Kipchoge Keino. When you hear the name Kip, most of their names start with Kip. Now, these are the Kalenjins. They are known for running. Kipchoge, Kip Keino, Kip Ngetich, Kip. All the names are Kip. Although some are Cheronos, I don't know what. They're not just Kalenjins. We have the, I don't know, Tuyens, Elgeyos. You know, the Kalenjins have so many sub-tribes inside. So that's why they are. The current running vice president of Kenya is one of those Kalenjin. They come from the Rift Valley, most of them. Yeah, the majority are from the Rift Valley. And it's not that if you want to know a Kalenjin, most of them are from a town called Eldoret. You'll see a lot of teeth outside. They're smiling. I don't know if they're smiling, but they're just used to opening their mouths all the time. So it's a lot of white around in Eldoret because everybody has their teeth out. And they're very fast runners, the long distance runners like Kipchoge Keino, you know him, the Kip that go for Belgium or Olympics and, you know, world champions. They buy them in different countries to run for the countries and pay them millions. And even in Kenya, they get a lot of money because of representing the countries in long distance running. The Kalenjins, Kipchoge Keino, Kip Ngetich, these are also business people, but in terms of farming, they have big farms. They have big farming machines. So if you have a boyfriend who is a Kalenjin, he will come to collect you in a combined harvester. While some people are coming to be collected in cars, your boyfriend will come and collect you in a tractor or a combined harvester because he has other business to do. He has no time to go home and change. Not that they don't have cars. He has a car probably, but he's coming from the farm and he'll come and collect you in a combined harvester or a tractor to take you for a date. Or in a gumboot. Maybe he'll change when he's in the tractor. So these are the Kalenjins. I understand that one time the Europeans said that, okay, these guys come from the highlands, so it's believed that they have bigger lungs, so automatically they are capable of running long distances without getting tired. So they have bigger lungs. They were born in the highlands, most of them. So it said that the Olympics committee came to a conclusion, to a point that they had decided that if a Kenyan Kalenjin wins the Olympic, he should not be counted as number one, but the next nationality should be counted as the first person. Because for them, it's obviously they're going to win because of their big lungs. So there is no competition there. So the committee wanted whoever follows this winner from Kenya to be the first one. For example, if it's a Jamaican who was number 4 and the 3 Kenyans were the top ones, then the Jamaican will be counted as number 1 because these are obviously going to win because of their big lungs. So these are the Kalenjins. They love something called mursik. It's a kind of milk, you know, that is fermented and they drink it in a gourd. It's very nice. They're very healthy and they have very healthy skins normally, and they have normally their lifespan is very long. Kalenjins die at a very late age, like the president of Kenya, Moi, he died at a later age, very healthy though. Kalenjin. Then we have their accents. For example, they come from a town called Eldoret, most of them. They will say Endoret, Endoret, Endoret. It's not Eldoret. Ngalegi. Okay, when they're speaking, you can think that they're speaking the language, but they're actually speaking English. Like, for example, my name is Ngenetich Ngalaba. I come from Eldoret, in the Rift Valley of Kenya. My name is Ngetich. I come from the Rift Valley of Kenya. Kenya. Those are the Kalenjins. Their accent sounds lazy, as in they are just tired, but they can run fast. Then we have the Luos. Luos. Most of the Luos come from the Nyanza province, also the western part of Kenya, the lakeside, they call it. It's called Kisumu, Kisumu City, Kisumu City. That's their accent, Kisumu City. I come from Kisumu City. These are an extravagant group of people. They say they're well educated. They're sophisticated, kind of. Even if some might not have money, but they will make sure that they are sophisticated. A guy might be living in a thatched hut, but he's driving a BMW, the latest, As in, they need to be flashy, It doesn't matter whether they have money. Somehow they find a way to be flashy. To be flashy, that is. Okay? They like expensive things, expensive phones, expensive houses. And the staple food, they love fish. Because most of them are fishermen. They call them fishermen. They love fish. Okay? So if you go to a party and you have some fish there, and the Luos think it belongs to them, do not attack them. They love it. And they believe if there is fish, then it is for them. They need to go there first. Give them an opportunity to enjoy what they love. That is the people, even their town Kisumu is very clean with the extravagant houses. They love extravagance. They are colorful and they love education a lot. Degrees, PhDs, They are very clever, most of them. I understand that fish gives you a very good brain. That's why the former, the running, the guy campaigning now for presidency and always complaining after being rigged is Raila Odinga. He's a Luo. So when you hear this name starting with O, they're normally Luos. For the men, they start with O. For the women, they start with A. For the men, for example, Otieno is a name. For the lady, will be Atieno. For the Angech or something. Omera, Amera. Atieno, Otieno. Adongi. These are their names. So they have Christian names also. Let's come to the Luyas. The Luyas come from the western part of Kenya. I myself am a Luya. Us Luyas. Luyas are known to be very loyal people to their employees, most of them, and they are known to have a lot of muscle on their feet, especially. We call them mazigwembes, these very strong feet. They're known to be farmers. They love digging, For the Luyas, they believe that their wife has to be very strong, a little bit of sweat, And their staple food is maize meal. It's ugali. So if you see a Luya, if you make food for a Luya without ugali, they will not call it a meal. They will call it an appetizer, and they'll still be waiting for their real meal to arrive. That is a Luya for you. You just don't give a meal to a Luya without ugali. That will not be a meal. And they make fun of them that most of them are security men, watchmen, house helps. I think because they're loyal and trusted, so the people normally hire them. If you go to places in Kenya like the posh areas like Lavington, Runda, Kileleshwa, or Kitisuru, you find most of the house helps and security guards are Luyas. Although we have a lot of educated Luyas with high-class jobs and good businesses also, but these are the small, just like the Kikuyus are also business people. But you'll find most of them are touts in cars, conductors collecting money for, But then the Luyas, you'll find the security guys, cooks, and everything like that. And very early in the morning, you'll see the security. They like small radios. You know those small radios? When they're going to work in the morning, they've finished their security job in the morning, they're going home. You'll see them with their small radios listening to music as they go home. And they like sending greetings through the radios to their relatives. I am very glad to send my greetings to. Okay, now their accent. They have a problem between T and D. For example, if I want to say don't, instead of saying don't, I will say don't. Don't disturb me. Don't disturb me. Don't choke. And also J and C is a problem. Don't choke with me. Don't choke with me. Don't joke with me. Okay, don't joke with me. Don't joke with me. Don't joke with me. So you foreigners, when you come to the country and you hear somebody saying, don't joke with me, know that this is a Luya and he's telling you not to joke with him or her, okay? So you keep off. Don't joke with me, okay? Don't try to bring problems to me. I am not a joker. I don't entertain nonsense, okay? Please keep off my business. B and P is also a problem. I can say is also a problem. A problem. Problem. Same to the Kalenjin. Don't bring me problems. Bring me problems, okay? Same to the Kalenjin. So these are the Luyas for you. The towns are Kakamega, Busia, Butere, Bungoma, because we have a lot of different kinds of Luyas with different dialects. And when it comes to running, they like running short distance. They are sprinters. Sprinters, 100 meters, 200 meters, 400 meters relay, things like that. They will be number one. I was one of them, by the way. And then we come to the Maasai. This is the most, I can say, famous group in Kenya. They are known for hunting. They are also very good security guards because they are fearless. These are the people who fight with lions, Maasais. They are very colorful with their traditions. They love a lot of cattle. They had a lot of cattle. They count richness in the number of heads of cattle that you have. Before a Maasai, a father or a daughter allows you to marry their Maasai daughter, you need to bring the head of a lion. Hence, most of them have gone fighting with lions. You know, one funny thing is they call them cats. To them, lions are just big cats. You know, there's a place where people are running away from a lion, and then the Maasais were passing by. Suddenly they saw this lion turn back and start running away. And they was wondering what's happening. When they looked behind, they saw the Maasais coming. You know, the Maasais like walking with the sprint. The Maasais were coming. That's why the lion was running away. It had seen its competitor, so it took off. Then they asked these guys, where are the cats? Where are the cats that you're talking about? The cats have already run away because they've seen you guys. These are the Maasais for you. They love drinking milk. They love meat. They love blood. I think that's why they're strong. Most of them are found in Kajiado, Narok, and even there go up to places like Tanzania, the neighboring country. So these are the most famous tribes in Kenya, if you like to know. And the Maasai are very famous with tourists. You know, if you're a tourist and you need to take a picture, with a Maasai, you need to pay them, you know. Just to stand next to him, you need to pay them when he's wearing his outfit. Just to take a picture with a Maasai. And they're very famous for that. Okay. Now, that the people know that the Maasai are very famous with the tourists, they dress up like Maasai, especially the Kikuyus who love money. They'll dress up like Maasai and go and pose with Europeans for pictures so that they get paid. But in reality, they are Kikuyus making their money. So if you like this video, share and subscribe. My name is Kathy, for those of you who are new here once again, and I talk about different topics. See you. Ciao. Subscribe.